You know, we decided this was going to be the last social.
The last one? I don't think it should be. I think we should all go take a long hard look at ourselves and think, why is it the last one? I strongly suggest it isn't the last one.
You know, we said we wouldn't do another social after the Bled one. I always said at the end of it, that's it, we can't top it. But all the boys were saying one more. And this time we go big. And that's why I'm stood here. And I don't know why they're making me do a piece to camera here, because it's just not, lads, this ain't practical. Let's go.
America, the ultimate social, right? Without a doubt, it was always high up on all of our lists. It's a mega country to go carp fishing in. So why not get us all together? A group of lads, a group of friends, an American dream, and tackle the adventure together. Dale Hollow was the obvious choice, just because of all the documentation, videos and information already out there on it. And this wasn't any sort of pioneering trip. It wasn't about exploring new places or battling to the end of the earth. It's exactly what it said on the tin. A social. We wanted somewhere we roughly knew what we were getting ourselves into. Somewhere where we could do some research beforehand. We were going to the USA, spring break, Nash style.
One of the hardest things about a trip like this is the kit. Everything either needed to be shipped over or bought on the flight. The problem with this is, without a doubt, there is more stuff we need to get when arriving. So, of course, an essential stop was to Bass Pro, the ultimate tackle shop. Well, maybe not for carp anglers.
Oh, this is carp fishing. Maybe not.
Honestly, I've never seen anything like it. They certainly don't have tackle shops like this in the UK. Although we had a list of goods we needed, stoves, cooking equipment, bait, buckets, etc.
Yeah, but that was on my list. That was my job.
It was everything else that it had to offer which turned the lads' heads. Especially Alan's.
A crazy few hours in there. Alan, I think, bought every single lure you can possibly buy in there.
All the colours, all the sizes. And if we stay here much longer, I'll just go again. I've already done the Isles twice.
Henry spent 3 hours trying to tell the members of staff how to catch bass.
Just throw them in there and just let it fly.
Really? Cheers, thanks very much.
I love it when people catch fish.
I spent all my money on t-shirts and hats, so.
We need one of these.
Really good. Fishing off the rock.
So I wish we could have stayed in there longer, but we're on a strict itinerary. That gets a bit funny if we don't stick to the plan.
$250.
We're off now, we're off to Walmart. We're going to go stock up on food and then continue our journey.
Next up on Dan's itinerary was a farm supply shop. Not exactly somewhere we thought we would be stopping, but he assured us there'd be something in here that these American carp would eat. We had no clue what we were looking for, literally just picking up random bags that had the word corn on, or had any slight resemblance to particle or pellet.
Getting it, bro.
Farm feed stores seemed to be the best bet, and it was cheap. We loaded up with cracked corn, whole maize, cattle cubes, anything we could get our hands on by the sackload that we thought the carp would be happy to eat.
Walking out the store with enough feed to start up a small farm, we managed to spread the weight between the two motors, leaving just enough space for the supplies for the week. A quick supermarket sweep of Walmart and we were on the road. America, check. Dale Hollow, check. All the tackle and bait, check. 5 mates, check. All we needed now was a means to navigate this 27,000 acre lake. How could we possibly survive out here for 7 nights fishing? This was a social after all, so we thought this would be fitting.
If we were going to America, we were going big. The only real way to attack Dale Hollow is by boat, and what a boat it was. Aptly named Freedom, it has 6 double bedrooms, kitchen, power, kayaks, and most importantly, a hot tub. This would be our mobile camp for the week ahead.
How ridiculous is this?
What a place.
First things first, unload everything.
There's nothing in it. Who's trying to be a hero?
One thing that was always going to be tricky was the kit. For a week's fishing somewhere you'd never been always would require a lot of stuff. On the flight we bought our essentials, tackle boxes, alarms, reels, but everything else needed sending over. Luckily we had an amazing contact in David at Big Carp Tackle USA. He accepted a delivery of goods for us, then Tommy and Brad flew out a couple of days early to meet with him, grab the kit and road trip it across the USA to bring it all along. We would have loved to do it just travelling on the plane, but with all the need for boats, engines, bivvies, bed chairs, it just wasn't going to be possible. Of course, the rods sent over were all scopes. We knew we'd be doing a lot of boat work and space would be a commodity, so the scopes would be first choice. Apart from myself, I decided to bring a set of Air Force rods just in case I'd like to be casting, but I guess we'll see how that plays out.
It was all good getting all that bait from the feed store, but cooking it up was challenge number 2. Luckily, we had a monster of a boat with a stovetop, bought a couple of big pans and took it in shifts, constantly cooking up the maize and particle. We also had to be conscious of the rationing of bait. This was all we had for the whole week, and it wasn't as if we could just nip out and get more. Typically, the feed store bait was going to make up the main bulk. However, we also all had a supply of scopex squid boilies and liquids. With a lot of nuisance fish in Dale Hollow, for sure, the particle and seed mixes would bring everything in, but the boilies, I'm sure, would be the baits that would be out there the longest, waiting for those carp.
Hopefully they like it. We bought a lot of it.
I think it's fair to say that Fred does not look at carp in the same light as we do.
Spear. Carp, you know, are probably about that big.
Yeah.
But the ones out there get,
Yeah, those ones.
you know, they're getting 30, 40 pounds.
Yeah, that's what we're after.
Then we basically will start out with the captain, and a couple responsible people.
So we need a captain.
Who should we have
Who's
as
going
the
to captain the boat?
Does anybody want to be a
now?
captain?
It's like driving a John boat. Just remember you're
Outfit.
18 feet wide and 60 feet long.
No, I'd like to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
Thank you.
You're going to be the captain? All right.
It's going to be a long ride. It's probably going to take you 5.5, 6 hours.
Drink Bud Light. It's great for you. Dutch courage.
The wind's going to blow, so let me get up there. I can tell him what to do. I'll have the captain just at the helm.
Like a fish out of water, we had no clue what we were doing. I still couldn't believe that someone could leave a group like us in charge of a boat like this. A little bit different from a Rib 240 and an electric motor.
You're not listening, are you? Didn't listen, did you?
Yeah, jump on, bro.
We knew the lake was big, but finally being out on the water really put it all into perspective. It was going to take just over 2 hours to get out of the arm of the lake and into the main body of water, which luckily was more than enough time to digest the information that Fred had just hurled at us.
It's like Jurassic Park.
I still do find it hard to believe that they just let you have one of these.
Yeah, when look at how long it is.
It's like a cruise ship, and they just let you have it. To be fair, Fred was good. Was it Fred?
I don't know, but he was a very nice American man.
Yeah, Fred was good. He give us all the safety briefing and whatnot.
You got 400 gallons of gas. Generator's running, the blowers on. That red light comes off. No cliffs, no boulders. The runners are going to step on the right side or the port side or starboard. Your battery voltage.
No idea what he's saying. I have no idea what's going on. I was a bit worried. I'm trying to take everything in. He's trying to teach me not to tie it off to the tree.
The ropes always go under the railings. You take this and you can head over 40 feet. We're gonna make this that imaginary tree you found. If you go counterclockwise, you hold this in your right hand. Take the end, you set it over, you reach the loop, you pull it, and you made an overhand cast.
This is the half cinch, double blood, underarm. What?
I've done it wrong.
He had me in the bit, like trying to fix the when the generator wants to blow up and that, like.
So is it this one or this one?
Reset it and do it. So now
he did need a few responsible adults, unlike a couple of the other lads. Didn't want to join in. Guess who they were? Alan, Henry. Didn't want to join in. What did they do? Where were they?
Bass fishing.
Punishing the guy about how to catch a smallmouth peacock basset.
Put that worm on the 2 hooks. Okay, so for the walleye, if you had bigger ones, you know, you want to get down pretty. I got you that one, that one. Yeah, I would reel it fast.
Like, we're here for a carp fishing film, do you know what I mean?
We need one more species, really.
Carp?
Got carp. Biggest writing in capitals at the end.
20, 30, and
Pardon?
40 pounder, yeah? Oh, it's not competition between each other, it's
well.
together.
Well, it will start off together, and then when we complete it, then it'll be a competition together. So make do a little H and A next to it.
I'll have most respect to the lads who are committed to the carp fishing.
We'll be doing that as well.
The thing with the carp fishing is, let's be honest, you set your rod up, you find your baited area, you get your bite alarms, you tune them in, you put your rod out, and then what you're supposed to do, then we pick up this and we go through from top to bottom.
The Dale Hollow Challenge.
Yeah.
But, hey, we're on the way now. It's all good. You alright? No, you're alright. Yeah, sound. Great job.
How you find now driving, being a captain?
Yeah, it's all right, the driving, to be fair. I say that, I thought I would be involved less with the steering, if I'm perfectly honest. I thought I could just, you know, sort of leave it straight and then just a sort of like some small adjustment left and right now and then. But as you can probably tell, I am fighting with this a little bit because this is just like one massive sail for a boat. And I feel a lot of responsibility, and we had a slight malfunction as I tried to start driving from up here instead of downstairs, and the engine just turned off. And I panicked, I'm not going to lie, I panicked. It won't start. No, boat's crashing. And the boys didn't help me at all, but being a good captain, I got it back up and running, and we're
yeah, that's the thing about captain. They're meant to be cool, calm, collected. After, lads, it stopped! lads, I can't turn it on, lads. I was like, I don't know, what do you want me to do?
well, that looked like my ride, so.
It was time to say goodbye to Fred, and with that goes the only responsible human being on this vessel.
I'll let you last there.
You guys be careful, okay? I'm good. You want? Oh, he'll always take food.
Very much.
Thanks.
Safe trip back. Nice.
Cool.
See you
Thank
soon.
you guys.
Cheers.
Have a good one.
It's just us now, lads, and our boat, aptly named Freedom, let loose on Dale Hollow on one of the biggest expanses of water I've ever seen. The main goal, well, other than bringing the boat back in one piece, was to catch as many of these carp that the Americans call vermin.
How long we got, Dad? We got a little while, haven't we, until we get to our first destination?
Yeah, I reckon another like two to 3 hours, something like that. We sent a load of kit over, and so now it's just being split up into 3 rods for him, 3 rods for him, water box for him, unhook him out there. So once that's all done, go through our check-in luggage and unpack our tackle boxes, start getting rigged up and that sort of thing. But you know, we've got time to kill now, so.
I'm having such a good time.
How do you locate carp on a 27,000 acre lake? It's a good question, and one we are now asking ourselves. Look out for shows, read a depth map, try build up an image of the lay of the land, point at things.
Good old captain.
Captain's orders says have another one.
Captain's a drunk. Captain's not fit to be captain right now.
Just straighten her up.
Imagine getting a DUI for
Yeah, what
on a
are the
boat.
rules? It's America, isn't it?
That gap there,
Yeah,
between
so
the
it's
two, in between the two islands.
I think it'd be shallow at the boat.
Well, 33 foot now.
Literally the start.
We're on what, 33? Oh, right. So we were just going over a shallow area.
You sure this is Boy Island?
No, that's Boy Island.
That's Boy Island, yeah. Right. So now if they're thinking they can come, they used to be able to come through here. This could really.
Now that we were in the main body of water, we tried to come together to make the best possible educated guess that we could, or just listen to Henry.
The structure of the boat. Yeah. It's not. You'll find a nice deck. It's not like boom.
Yeah, I can read a map. Thanks. It'd be like that.
Whereabouts?
You choose where we go, Henry. You be the hero, mate.
I think probably back that way then.
Lads Island, or what it's called.
Boys
and we are lads. Yeah, we're getting deeper. I'm spinning her around. Captain's orders. Where am I?
You lift the engine a bit, maybe. Do you know how to do that? Yeah.
Beautiful.
Go! It was getting to that time where Dan and I would see whether or not we had listened in rope tying class.
What tree are you going for, Tommy?
Remember your training, Dan. Remember your training.
I don't know. I think that's right.
Spot 1 on paper looked great. The gradient into the deep water was steady, a bit of a bay, albeit a massive one, and a point which meant we could easily concentrate on a couple of main areas. However, after arriving and really seeing the lie of the land, it just didn't seem like the one. When we thought about where everyone would be set up, where the rods would be going, the area suddenly started to seem very small. So it was up anchors and we were on the move again. Didn't have many opportunities to make the wrong call on this one. Choosing the right spot is so important, but in this instance, a massive guess.
Yeah, let us know, lads. Anything on that bank that I can use as a point of reference, or do you want me to keep going? Because I'm going to come in completely perpendicular to it on the star port side.
The second spot was just the other side of the bay, which in reality was probably about half a mile away. But the bank here was a lot more uniform in terms of no points of land coming out creating bays within bays. It was just a long stretch of bank. Again, using an online depth map, we could see the decline into the deeper water and it was steady. This meant we would be able to spread out along a stretch of bank and cover a huge amount of water whilst not being a million miles away from each other. The steady decline meant we had the possibility to fish in different depths to try and locate where the fish were and comfortable in feeding. Not only this, but up till about 14 to 16 feet of depth, it was solid with weed, which then ended abruptly, meaning there was a wall of weed which also looked like a great feature that the carp might patrol along. Between us there were 5 anglers spread across 400 metres of bank with 3 rods each, all fishing different areas and different depths. If someone began getting success in a particular area or a particular depth, it would be information that all of us could benefit from.
I've never really seen many people doing the whole European out there H blocks, underwater cameras, finding spots at distance with the boat and the engines.
Out here, they're all about that big ball of bait with a short hook link, like. We haven't got any.
You can't fill it in. Why? Because there's not enough bait just to fill it in.
And also, you only have to take a fifth at the moment, Dan says.
With it being the first day, yeah, I put a quota on the bait, having a limited amount and no other way of getting more. It makes sense to start light, fish for a bite, and if we start having a few, then we can up the bait and try and build something. But at the moment, we don't even know if the fish in front of us are carp, and I reckon there are a fair few different species that swim around in here.
Captain done what any good captain would do in a situation like this. Crack open a beer and watch over his ship.
You been on the chase?
No, I did have a phone interview for it though. Hi, this is Stephen from the Chase. Well, yeah, all right. It's you, Dad, and it's my Uncle Will on a wind-up. Yeah, I'm the captain of the football team at uni, so you're going to get loads of people. What's it? There wasn't, but didn't get the role. They just had boring people on there though, in case you say I think. Are you rolling? All right. Sorry, taking it. What's been happening today? I've got to actually rack my brains. Me and Henry are on the boat, which is fine. Although he has been trawling, going for other people's lines. Thought him and Dan were about to get into it. Well, Dan's redoing his rod now after Henry's gone through the line, so.
The amount of times I've been to Europe with him and he moans about other people spinning on top of his spot, and he's gone out and just gone trawling all over my lines.
No, classic Henry. It's him v Alan, I think. It's Matt and Mick if they hated each other. It's just a great rod race, but from hell. I'm not bothered about bass fishing. I enjoy watching it. I've got to make sure the ship's all right, Brad. I can't be looking at bass trying to like spin for bass. You know, this ship could swing at any moment, and Captain always goes down with his ship. There's no head losses at this point in the week. Crack open a beer, see how it goes. It's early days, really early days. I have to have a couple of cups of coffee before, otherwise. Work, tough job.
Do you think the Carp are going to show up there?
Don't really care as long as it's Bud Light. No, I hope they do, because otherwise we've come all this way, spent all that money for nothing. And the viewers will think, well, rubbish. But it's 28,000 acres.
Like, how far's that? A
4
few
miles.
kilometres, 4 miles. And then it goes there and there and there and there and there and there. And you could get through there, but the water levels would be like, and it's enormous, bro. We've been on the water now for probably 36 hours. Not seen loads of carp swimming around anywhere. Not found loads of carp colouring up in the edge. Got this amazing boat. Just stuck it somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, and that's a surreal thing, you know. There's 5 of us fishing along this bit of bank, which in the grand schemes of things, it's absolutely tiny. Everyone's put out the rods really nicely, properly, like you say, different depths, different baits. Some on maybe a bit of firm, some on a bit of silt. All bases covered. No carp.
There's no carp, but it has only been 2 hours.
Correct.
Cameraman, how's it? He is as well.
No, not our first Dow Hollow carp, but a gar, and I suppose another species off the list.
Yeah, there is.
There is in Henry's Head. There's a competition in Henry's Head. There always is.
Oh, I hope I catch the first one.
I bet you did. The first bite will be electric.
Of course it will. It always is.
Whoever's playing that one along this bank, man, like the first big lunges, I'll just be like, wow.
It's a moment we're all anticipating, and a moment we've been waiting for a while. It feels like we've been in the US for a week already, so finally to have rods in the water feels good. Knowing that we could be doing battle with a carp from 27,000 acres worth of water in front of a huge vista, and not really knowing what could surface, but hoping it's one of the big fully scaled carp that Dale Hollow is famous for. More importantly, it'd be the reassurance that what we're doing is going to work, and that it's possible to catch a carp from a body of water like this. And then just like that, out of the blue, it happened.
I came down, it's one middle rod, I've got 3 rods tied together, boilie and then 2 corn. I was like, oh, maybe it ain't a catfish, it's a middle rod, it's a little corn stack. And I stood and looked at it, and it was going up and down and doing this dreamy-esque kind of bite. And then from nowhere, the right-hand rod, it's just tanked, like absolutely tanked. Sadly, it has picked up this other line, like I say, the 3 rods real tight on the spot together. Let's get that little one in. This one on the other rod's not so little. There's a fully! America! Yeah! Fullies! Yeah! Yeah! Oh, now we go fishing! Thanks, Tom. What a fat. Here we go. Yeah, mate. Rods out!
Action station!
Now let's fish!
Yeah, I'd say double fully.
48.
Yeah. I had it, 48. Sick.
Oh, wow. Incredible. It was big enough for us this morning, to be fair. Tom's caught a smaller common, and I was so happy when he came in the houseboat. I was like, I've had one! Yeah, that was a big buzz. Yeah, hopefully now we get a bit of momentum going. Catch a few. First, Dale Hollow, American carp. Look how angry he is. And it was a double take. Second one's a bit bigger. Tom's had one as well. I'm so buzzing. It's absolutely Perfection in miniature. There's the second one. Can't wait to get back out there in the boat now, get the rods replaced, get a bit more bait in. Yeah, hopefully things start properly kicking off. Getting on with those species.
100% it was a bluegill. And I want to catch a walleye today.
I think that's going to be the hardest one.
Doesn't interest me at all, really. No, I've come out here to catch carp from America. I want to catch carp from America.
And that's the plan. Now we double down. There are carp in front of us. How many? We don't know. Could be one of the large groups or just a few stragglers left in the bay. That buzz of the first carp got us all fired up to get involved. Well,
love isn't always on time.
nearly all of us.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Enjoying yourself, Al?
It's a tough day in the office. Problem is, we're not catching. The good thing is, well, this.
It started to look like maybe it was only a few stragglers in the area that we were picking off, and they were small carp too. They started to drag, and we began finding other ways to entertain ourselves. Some way more creative than others.
Bit crazy caving. Crazy. Decided to set up in the worst spot on the whole bank, but it is the flattest. Fortunately, bit of rain last night. Now it's a mud bath. Was a mud bath.
I'm liking the look of it. Slots in there, look. Need some more patio work done in here, Tom.
Just on lunch break, mate. Do the afternoon shift in a bit, and get down the pub.
He said he learned from the last social. All he did was sit in the bar all day. Nice little setup, innit? Nice little setup. The old manta ray. Remember, remember Mark 1? Product development never took it. Never took it on.
Well, they did. It's
Well,
just taken 8 years.
Yeah.
That boat's a bit much, man. I can do short spells in there with everyone in there. And
That's what I wanted. I wanted like rods out, lake, wilderness. I heard something go running through the woods. Scarpa like crashing through the trees and that. Coyote or bear.
Wildcats are common apparently. Well, I googled it and they're about. They're like big angry cats, aren't they? He won't beat Alan. Alan's not even tried yet and he's still beating him.
Got feelings gonna pop off. Hopefully about 6 in the morning because I do like my sleep. No, all night.
That's why I just had 2 hour power nap, so I'm ready.
It didn't really kick off like that at all. Alan managed a small common and that was it. It clearly wasn't a big group out in front of us and soon a decision would have to be made. Do we wait and hope they turn up or do we set off and try and find a new area?
What? Surely that's good. 3 the first night, 6 the second night, 10 the third night.
We've already had 4, haven't we?
Yeah. Yeah, but then what? We go again and start from scratch and wait and think, oh, they'll be here tomorrow. Yeah. And then it's game over.
Obviously the easy option is to sit here and go, look, we've all been told like you've got to fill it in with bait and sit it out. Oh, let's just wait here, they'll turn up. That is really risky.
No, we wouldn't do it for 6 days, but it's how long we do it for.
That is a catfish pole.
Oh, God.
Yep, and that makes that decision a little bit easier.
Do these things bite then? We gonna eat tonight.
The double-sided map was back out, trying to figure out our next move. We had logged a few islands on our way up the lake that looked interesting and would at least offer us something different, potentially a passing point or a patrol route for the carp.
Either around here, Alf, or maybe here. Well, look at this spit that comes out. I think it
Could be that one, yeah. And there was an arm off it, wasn't there?
Yeah, and there was one coming in.
That's a gamble going all the way back down there.
Tom, they're all gambles.
Anything about carp on it? Nah.
Other than you have to kill them.
If you see a carp, shoot on sight.
There's an awful amount of bass bites here this morning. It's like actual bass. We stay!
Who's that?
Not me, Dan.
Nope.
That'll be a fish.
Yeah, it's a carp. I'm just really worried about this marginal weed because about 16 foot you've got this bank of weed, and so far I've got stuck in it on everything, so I want to try and get him up before that. Now it is.
Well done, Danny.
Thanks, mate.
You saying? What to do? What to do?
One more night.
Dale Hollow Brayshaw. One early morning treat. What dreams are made of.
Hey, it's not bad for your first American carp, eh? It can only get better from here.
Shame we got to move.
Shame we got to move.
Personally, I'd love to stay. I feel like we're just getting somewhere, 2 nights in. But we have to respect the other lads who it's not happening for. So
And in fairness, we're not seeing them in numbers.
Yeah. I think we got a bit lucky, maybe.
The American dream.
We're burning daylight right now, and Dan's the main person responsible for it, as usual. Did you see how long it took him to get his rods out yesterday? That was shocking.
He's taking his time, but I understand if you're not happy, you can't just sit there. I mean, he's taking the piss a little bit, but
That was unbelievable, even by his standards.
Maybe if you'd taken a little bit more care, you might have caught one.
No, I think I would have
You
caught.
just went out there. Andy, bit bait. I beat him. First one to get rods out.
I think I would have caught one if the boat didn't move 100 foot in the night and drag my legs everywhere. Do we wait it out and wait for them to show up? You can do, but I don't think we really got enough time. If we go somewhere new now, even if we get them, there's not carp there right at that moment. If it's in an island in the middle of a big bay where there's loads of patrol routes or channels for the fish to move through, then you just got more chance of a fish just randomly falling across your bait. So that's kind of why I want to move. Like, yeah, we've had a couple, but like 15 pounders.
Cheers, top lad.
Releasing the right. Go on, Alf, give it some. Yeah, see if it'll start going.
We're gonna have to push it.
That machine is doing nothing. It's about 100 tons.
I can't move it, no one can. Especially not him.
Need more pushers. Lads!
come back the other way.
Go full throttle the other way. Come on, keep it going.
How's that out?
That's no problem at all, mate, you know. There's no doubt in my mind that we get out of there. You just needed a confident captain and a crew. That crew. And they're not even on the boat.
I'll get it, go. You get it.
I won't wait for you, lads.
Perry! Leave him! Knock him off, Dan!
Right work.
Right, where are we actually heading to?
Where to next, crew?
Back out on the open water, and we have one job in mind. Find somewhere to spend the remainder of the trip.
Is that an island there, that sandy one that looks...
No.
Just land?
Yeah, we only had that, like that mad sand. I think also someone needs to fish where this rock is, in case they're eating crayfish, man, and all the crays are in their rocks, and not on those sandy beaches. Right in front of where I say, man.
Clean out.
Yeah, oh, I saw a massive splash.
It was a carp sighting! Carp! I'm really looking for like 3 at once. 5 at once would be amazing. 10 at once. 10 at once we fill our boats, you know. And that we haven't seen yet. It's probably as hard as it's ever going to be. A lot of the times when we go to Europe, you can speak to fellow anglers, people that have fished the venue before. You can always glean a bit of information. You know, that could be through a tackle shop, it could be through someone on social media, it could be other anglers when you get there. You kind of get to a venue, you have a good look around.
yeah, we could have stopped some bass boats. They're super nice. I'm sure they would have said, yeah, carp, yeah, see them all the time. So you do what you really should be doing in your fishing anyway, and that's looking for them. We've had some good ice on the water for about 48 hours now, and no one's seen anything, but you're looking at just such a small percentage. Here you haven't even got angling. We can fish wherever we want. There's no one else fishing. It makes it even harder. You have the whole lake to choose from. So yeah, to answer your question directly, Brad, I ain't got a clue.
We checked out a few more arms and bays, but they didn't really feel right. Too closed off and isolated. It was hard to visualise the carp moving through these areas. We needed somewhere that commanded more water.
I know what I'd do. Like that.
Let's go. Where are we going?
I like this area. I like it a lot.
The wind for the next couple of days should be directly off our backs and should be sheltered this side of the island. What are you thinking?
Looks alright, yeah.
We landed on Little Goat Island, a small island in a huge body of water. Shallow sandy bars, open water, other surrounding islands, rocky banks. There was a lot going on here to potentially hold some carp, or at the very least be a good ambush passing point.
What's your map saying for it? Straight down into like 6-7 metres. Remember, it's probably a couple metres down as well. There's an old road bed out there as well somewhere.
We each picked a spot along the face of the island. Alan headed to the furthest point, followed by myself just a bit further down, with Dan slotting in next to me. Henry opted to fish from the back of the boat, and Alfie, the captain, ventured to the other side of the boat, but not too far from his beloved vessel. With the swim sorted, we set up camp and went about finding our spots.
Being the captain, I opted to stay close to my ship. I fished the rods tight as to what I believed was an interception point to any carp moving between Little Goat and Big Goat Island. Using the underwater camera, I placed all 3 rods tight to a set of tree stumps on the lake bed, in around 20 foot of water where the bottom levelled out.
I ended up fishing from the boat, which wasn't ideal as it meant I'd be penned in the middle of everyone and any passing fish would hit everyone else's baited area before they got to mine. In terms of notable areas of interest, I couldn't find much. It was a bit of a mudflat, so I decided to spread my rods at different depths to give myself the best chance of locating where the fish were happy to feed.
I found an area of presentable, flat ground which was within a comfortable casting distance. I marked it with 2 X-blocks and wrapped it from the bank so I could spot bait and get my rigs out on a consistent area without having to steal one of the boats from the guys going longer.
I found out pretty quickly from the echo sounder that out in front of me it was barren and featureless, so with this information I decided to stagger each rod at a different distance and depth. 1 in 10 foot of water, 1 in 20 and 1 in 30. The plan was to fish for a bite with a little bit of bait over each rod in hope that one would prove successful and I could then hone in on that area and build something.
Although it was a social, of course I still had my fishing head on, and I headed to the furthest point along the island. Running along the right hand side of Goat Island were 2 sandbars that created channels from open water to my right into the main body of water in front of me. At the mouth of the channel between the 2 sandbars, I found exactly what I was looking for. Big rocky structure, pronounced from the lake bed. I placed 2 rods around this, and the other 2 in what I thought were the perfect interception points. Any carp that wanted to venture into open water from my right would have to pass through here and around this structure, which is exactly where my traps would be set.
Because a change of spot's always like, it's all new and fresh and you found a nice spot and it's all like, when I get these sorted I'll be confident, but we still ain't seen anything. But that might just be part and parcel with this play. But if we're going to see him at all, it'll be this evening or in the morning, so all we can do is get some rods out, get some bait out, kick back.
I went a single bit of maize. No, bright little stack. 3 bits of prawn. So far, every bite I've had on the boilies has been catfish. But we've got quite a few boilies with us. I've introduced them, just wondering who it's best to try and get a bite or 2 first. Try and get a few down their feed and try and switch them onto the boilie. But at the moment, looking at all of our results, you can see that a bit of plastic birds and well bull. And if there's a few down there feeding and you're just not getting a bite on boilies, then they don't want it. It could be the other way around. They don't want the seed or they don't want the particle. Yeah, you need a few fish in the swim to be able to start working that out, not just nicking a bite here and there. That's exactly what we're all hoping for. Bit of a tear up.
It was a quiet night, but in the early hours, Alan's rod ripped off with what felt like a better fish. Looks like the decision to move was a good one. And with that, the landing of Alan's carp, the day broke, to one of the best sunrises we all could have hoped for.
Beautiful. Possibly the best I've ever seen. I was thinking a minute when I was watching it earlier, I was like, seen a few sunrises in my time, but how do you beat this one? Like, must have been beautiful. Comes up so quick, doesn't it? 1 minute it was all dark and gloomy and cold, and then bang.
And with the mist clearing and the light hitting the water, we all gathered to see Alan's prize. Leading the move and meticulously placing his rods, it was all worth it. Never in doubt, our fearless leader Alan had given us a glimpse of what we had all come for.
Now we're going to think.
Bet you wouldn't mind one of them, hen?
I'd love one of them. Absolutely love one of them.
Absolutely buzzing. The big move paid off. Found what I was looking for really, some decent depth, lots of rock and stone, and some much bigger carp. Yeah, super gassed. Incredible. Come and look at these, Henry. Crayfish munchers. Yeah. Yeah, boys.
Come on, Henry. Got one concern.
Come on, Henry. Why don't you get yourself round here?
No.
Yeah, go do a piece with Henry now because I reckon he's nearly at boiling point. Yeah, he's nearly at head loss stage. Hopefully Dan's gonna finish him off today.
You just can't come all this way and not catch. Imagine doing that. That would be so bad. But do you risk it and just sit here and wait, or do you have a backup? If you have a backup, is it going to be the same thing that happens, where you just wait for them to move on to you? Yeah, I just don't know what's the right thing to do.
The big lad was struggling. Meanwhile, Tommy was into his first carp from the new spot.
That's a big carp, Tom.
Clogged it?
Yeah, mate. That's big carp.
It's a turtle! It's a massive turtle!
That is a sick camo, isn't it?
It is a sick camo, that. It will go for you. Yeah.
Well, that was unexpected.
Oh, I'm sorry, mate.
But what wasn't unexpected was that Alan was in again. The change of location and substrate was clearly making a difference.
That's a big card. Oh, did you see one jump?
That show? I just saw that show.
I just see one jump.
I saw that show as well.
There it is.
Yeah, this is more like it, isn't it? It's what we came for.
Just a small comment this one, but 3 carp in a short period of time was enough to make the others rethink their approach.
Yeah, we're going to start again this morning. Start afresh. Yeah, I need to fish closer. Took the gamble and put them out deep.
Yeah, that's see one show literally the other side of the H bar. 30 metres past the H bar. Closest I've seen show.
There's definitely something going on. We're on an island, so I mean, if you were fishing over on that bank now, you would want to be towing rods over to here, wouldn't you? So I got a bit carried away last night. I thought it's so easy to get carried away with such a massive bit of water in front of you. You think, I've got to fish here and here and here, and it's not the case. You even saw one in the edge, real close in.
Right, but I've just looked here, and there's one just f***ing troughing, mate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just bounced on the bottom, like.
Really?
Yeah,
How big?
Oh, 10 pounds.
But like right, they're just
He's here, yeah. And they were literally going like this. They'd be going along, they'd stop momentarily, they'd go again, and then they'd veer off, come back on their line, maybe veer off and feed again, and they were just scuffling along, mate. Like, the ones we see were probably the biggest was like 12 pounds, but I'm sure when I come back after dinner and I see them four like just go, I'm sure they'll be that like.
Big job on. Poach Alan off a bit more.
The fact that when we were in Bass Pro, the gentleman was like, they're vermin, you know, I'll take you 10 minutes from here and you can go bow fishing for them. I take the big skiff out and we catch them. You know, they are really perceived as trash fish, as vermin fish. So yeah, to a European style angler coming over here carp fishing, yeah, you are thinking there is a chance of a big hit, and we're not even close to that yet. I still feel I'm just plucking off the odd bite. The other lads still need to catch some, but I think what we've got right now, which we didn't have on that first swim, we've got carp in front of us.
What would we do without you, eh? This film would be a disaster. You keep catching them. Imagine if we didn't have an Alan Blair with us. This wouldn't even be going out, would it? We wouldn't have a film to go out. Imagine explaining that one to the financial director. We've come halfway around the world and we've come back with nothing.
And yeah, I did manage to.
Alan was clearly building something. Catch a carp, rod back out, catch two more carp, rod back out, more bait, bait again. Clearly there were more carp in front of us, but at this precise moment, mainly in front of Alan.
Good? Right, everyone watch it.
Exactly how I tried to drop my rigs, reverse up, and it just didn't work.
Get it in line with the wind that's blowing you in and wait till it's going past it and then drop it back one.
How's that been doing you so far?
Hey, nudged me right off there. Nah, Alan's doing it all wrong. What you want to do is go up past it, get blown in on the wind. I just wanted a nice fight with him. And we had the alarm go off early, went, yes.
Yes, he's got a
He's in again. Why have you not caught one?
I don't know.
No, why?
I've not put enough chicken pellet in.
Yeah, I was happy to give my swim up this morning. Like, go on then boys, jump in. The problem with these lads is they won't go take for take. They won't share rods, they won't, like, which I'm well up for doing, but I've asked Dan on a previous trip, I've asked Henry on a previous trip when we went out to France, do you want to go take for take? No.
I'd never ever do that, ever. It's terrible. Thanks Alan for letting me reel in your fish.
Doesn't mean like I'm doing everything. It means now we work together, now we put the rods out together, now we bring all our rods together and you just go take for take. But in their heads, they don't count.
No, it's his spot. It's not. Doesn't count. Like, it does not count.
I'm not having my first carp in the US being that.
We'll see how many more I've got to catch before they want to go. I'll go take the tape.
Not many. A few more scalies ought to do it.
Tom made the first move. Sometimes in life it takes an individual to be make that move, and Tom did. He was like, I'm coming in. And he has. He's come straight in, put a rod out. Dan's out there now, he's putting 2 out. So the boys have brought 4 of their rods up here, which is exactly what I wanted.
Dan and I set about moving either side of Alan. Although we didn't go take for take, we probably stitched him up a bit by pinning him in. Although he didn't mind. We're all friends after all.
I'm just waiting for Dan to come back now. He is slow, bruv. Like, I am slow, like really slow. I'm really meticulous. I'd rather sit here and retile my leaders again if it gives me peace of mind. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather spend 2 or 3 hours out in the boat, even in dreadful conditions, struggling with the underwater camera, but at least put the effort in to try, you know. Dan, he takes it up to another level, like, and I'm regretting lending him the camera. Because I could be sitting here till dark and he eventually tips back, oh yeah, mate.
Wait a minute, what? Going back to what? Slowmans?
Yeah, you get your rods out.
Who calls me Slowmans? They call me Slowmans behind my back. I get it, I know why, but let's not get it twisted. It's not F1. It is carp fishing. Like,
I'll show them Dan's slow.
yes, it's good to get the rods in the water, and sometimes it does play into your hands to get the rods out quick, and sometimes I do that, but there's hours of doing absolutely nothing. So if I spend an extra 20 minutes to get them bang on, so in my mind, they're bang on, it's not a race, like, happy days, fine, I'll spend an extra 20 minutes. It's not like I've got other stuff to do you know what I mean?
Alf's cool. Last time I see Alf, he'd just had breakfast and he was in the hot tub. He's living his best life.
I f***ing love it here. It's just bloody, I'm just warm and fuzzy inside. Yes, all good. How's the fishing been where I've been? Not that good, in the grand scheme of things. I mean, I've ticked off a few species in this new spot. Started off with a catfish, don't know what type of catfish it was. Flathead, channel catfish. And then,
what is it?
Caught a turtle. Which was great. Well, I wanted to catch a turtle. Last night, I was fortunate enough to have my first bite, which was a £3 fully. But as I mentioned, I just wasn't really considering it. I didn't think it was worthy enough to feature in such a quality film. I know it was. What a ridiculous and stupid thing to do. I just put it back. Didn't even think about it. And then Tone come in this morning, had a strong word, and I said, all right, I'll catch another one, and I did about 5 minutes later.
It's the best £3 common I've ever caught in my life. I'm gonna have a lovely time. But we just need some bigger ones. More of them. Start 6 days into it or 5 days into it.
Start nonetheless. But I'm having the best week, 10 days of fishing I've ever had, and I've caught a £3 common and a £2 fully scale, but I can't explain why. Well, I can explain why, it's just because of where we are, what we're doing. I genuinely am trying to think of a reason why I wouldn't want to live out here. So every morning I wake up and see an eagle. You go to that back home, I look out in my garden, he's pissing down and there's a starling on the fence.
Henry's gone off on an adventure, which I think he needed. He needed that himself.
I just pray for the love of God Henry catches one. For our sake on the way home. For the sake of our night out in Nashville. So the word social doesn't exist if Henry's not catching fish. It's Henry, isn't it? He will catch, like, he's putting the effort in, he's 400 yards that way.
After a lot of deliberation and helped by watching Alan catch a few too many, Henry decided that enough was enough. He moved round to the far side of the island, creating a bed out of the pillows from the boat sofa. A last-ditch attempt to try and make something happen. But back at the main camp, the action was beginning to ramp up for the other lads.
You might call it sheeping. I call it good angling.
Very good angling.
Yeah, we came and sheeped Alan up. Cheers, Al. There was nothing round there on our spots. Alan was having all the fun.
You know, that big tick in the box in all of your fishing wherever you go, is there any carp in front of me? That's the hardest box to tick. I'm not saying the other bits are easy, but that's the hardest one. And we've done that now. There's definitely fish out in front of us here, and now we've got to catch them. Now we've got to work out.
Big one next.
Now this is what the social is all about. Everyone getting involved, sharing in the action, having a laugh and just enjoying the moment. It finally come good. It was all worth it. With only a day left, we were definitely going to make the most of it. Fishing relentlessly, keeping the bait soaked and cooked and getting the rods back out. Even Sloman's got in on the action, landing another surprise. A huge grassy.
Mommy's head is USA! USA! Gone China!
That's the one.
You know, mate. It's caught 8 of them.
No. It'd finally come together. We just wish we had more time. The bites were coming regularly and we'd done it. Our American social. It was right at the death and we all had our American carp aside from Henry. Maybe you should have listened to Dan and concentrated more on the carp rather than the multi-species challenge. But then again, that would mean listening to Dan. He'd gone into overdrive to now try and pull it out of the bag, but with one night left, it could all be too little, too late.
It was good fun. It's something to pass time. And I really thought I'd do more of it because the carp fishing would have been so easy and we'd have had this whole thing wrapped up in 2 days. But yeah, I think near the end of the trip when I realised how difficult it was, I was like, right, okay, stop messing around trying to catch bass all the time. Blair has won it, hands down, but he's not caught a bass. He's not caught a bass. And that's, I mean, you come to Dale Hollow for 2 things, big fullies and big bass. Oh yeah, but it's not a proper bass. It's some like red-eyed teardrop bass. Like it might as well be a crappie. Like it's largemouth and smallmouth. That's all that counts, and he's not caught one. Yeah. But I have, so I'm better than. No, I'm not even saying it. So you don't get the sound bite. And then this morning, big boat battle, mist rolling in, up with 20, 30 pound fully. Yeah! 20, 30 pound fully.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is you don't want to put too long. Well done.
It makes the film, Tommy lad. 20, 30 pounder, fully.
Perfect.
Don't worry about
now
it.
We're talking.
That moment when I had that bite, snagged up, and because I'd lost one early that night, no, I'm going out in the boat and doing battle with this one. I got out there, and within about 40 metres, I couldn't see back to the bivvy. It was just complete white, and I'm following it out, and I'm picking off bits of line from the weed. I keep thinking I've lost it. Then all of a sudden you feel a little run again, and then eventually you get over it, and this tip's bent over, and the tip eye's in the water, and it's just pulling you around. And then eventually it came up, and I was like, "That's not 10 pounds." And yeah, when it was in that net, and you just sit there, and you've gone through what you've gone through, and you've wanted it so badly, and you just sit there going, "Yes." You just want a big carp so badly, and then yeah, you get one, and that's, like I said, that's carp fishing. It gives you such good moments of euphoria. Really?
Yeah, mate.
Just can't quite believe that my first carp from this incredible lake looks like this. Thank God I'm not going back on that plane without having this in my album. So happy. Yeah, social 5. Gotta love it. Cheers, mate.
He's done, mate.
You got the big one, mate.
Yeah, you said you would.
Never in doubt, he went and pulled it off. And what a fish to end our big American social. Fishing takes us to some amazing places. And sometimes it's the draw of the huge carp there.
Incredible.
Sometimes it's just the environment. And sometimes it's just being completely out of your depth with your closest mates, having the best time doing what you love. It does make you realise that sometimes the actual fishing, well, it's not the most important thing. It's just the overall experience itself. You might not have to go to America to find it either. There's adventures all around us. And as long as you're there with like-minded people, good friends who are all there for the ride, then that adventure truly can be found anywhere.
Hey, a little less conversation, a little more action, please. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction in me. A little more bite, a little less spark, a little less fight, a little more spark. And close your mouth and open up your heart, and baby, satisfy me. Satisfy me, baby. Baby, close your eyes and listen to the music and dig to the summer breeze. It's a groovy night and I can show you how to use it. Now come along with me and put your mind at ease. Hey, a little less conversation, a little more action, breeze. All this aggravation and satisfaction in me. A little more bite, a little less spark, a little less fight, a little more spark. Shut your mouth and open up your heart, baby, satisfy me. Satisfy me, baby. Come on, baby, I'm tired of talking. Grab your coat and let's start walking. Great, great. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Don't procrastinate, don't articulate. Girl, it's getting late. You just sit and wait around. A little less conversation, a little more action. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction. A little more bite, a little less spark. A little less bite, a little more spark. Close your mouth and open up your heart, and baby, satisfy me. Satisfy me, baby. Satisfy me, baby. Satisfy me, oh, I want no. Satisfy me, baby. Satisfy me, baby.